What's up, guys? How you guys doing? As you can see from the title of this video, the title of this live stream, I'm gonna be talking about some epic changes coming your way and some upcoming videos coming your way. I know the last video I uploaded was I clipped the whole WWE event for you guys, so you guys could enjoy. I clipped a couple of videos here and there. So, but that being said, go peep it out. Also follow me on social media. So follow me on Snapchat. That's where I keep my updates rolling. Um, other than other than that, it's wow. I got a lot of things on my chest I want to say about this WWE game. It's fantastic. How can I see the chats from here? Top live chat. I got mode. Anyways, I got two calls. So it's okay. Um, So like I was saying, there's a lot of things that you can do in WWE 2K22, which I just discovered. And yes, we are in 2023, but I'm talking about you when the game originally launched in 2022, just days before WrestleMania or just after WrestleMania, and it made a huge impact in upcoming things, right? So there was a lot of things that wasn't announced in the WWE 2K22 at that time, and a lot of people were speculating, oh, uh, what's the DLC pact? And guys, to be honest, I did not do any research about WWE 2K22 at that time, um, just because I thought it's gonna be a crazy game, and I thought, there's not gonna be any glitches. We're gonna fix things. We're not gonna fix things, and just I literally unlock every single item, right? So to prevent from unlocking or going to community creations and uploading or downloading any superstar off the list, um, I highly recommend you to play Showcase. So Showcase will unlock you all the Rey Mysterios, all the four players, that the all the Rey Mysterio rivalries, everything that's just, you know what I mean? And then I start playing GM mode and I'm trying to get the hang of GM mode. I can confirm booking, I can book shows, excuse me, from here and there. And then, from way back to right now, I can just, potentially potentially do something good. New videos upon us. I have a new video I'm gonna be talking about. I'm gonna be talking about my faction mode. What you can do on my faction is that you can basically play and unlock cards. That's basically it. You can do one-on-one matches in my faction. You can do one-on-one matches in universal mode. Universal mode, I'm gonna explain all that good stuff. I'm just not gonna explain my faction, so I'm gonna get it off my chest. My faction is in WWE 2K22. If you guys don't have the gameplay, it's okay because 2K23 is upon us. Um, my faction mode is something that you play. I'm just gonna make my YouTube video, and I'm gonna be talking about GM mode, universal mode, and showcase. The most importantly, three objects that you potentially are fun to play in WWE 2K22. Yes, 2K23 has been revealed. John Cena is going to be the mega star on the front cover page. There's going to be a lot of things that there's going to be another showcase in WWE 2K22. They're not going to stop at the showcase, and I think if they don't stop at the showcase, I think if showcase builds up to be better, they're going to do more gameplays. And how 22 2K22 turned out to be is going to be it's amazing. You know what I mean? The 2K 2020, the 2019, 2020, compared to 2020, 2K 2020, not it wasn't great. The the superstars were unmatched, they were uneven, they just didn't do a good job. They messed up everything. And now like they came with 2K22, better graphics, better vision, better everything. And better graphics for sure. It just depends on which mode, and same goes for NHL 23. But we're not gonna be talking about NHL 23. But I'm gonna give you guys a rundown on NHL 23 very soon. Yes, so I'm gonna be talking about Showcase, Universal Mode, and what you can do in Universal Mode, what you can do in Showcase, and what you can do in My GM Mode. I'm gonna give you guys a little rundown in my future upcoming video, and yeah, my faction, simple as that. You can unlock cards, you can go to locker rooms and unlock the digits, and you unlock the you know, but yeah. So in 2022, there's you can play as superstars. Stone Cold Steve Austin is not unlocked, so you have to unlock him somehow. You're gonna unlock Triple H, Ric Flair, all those legends, Scott Halls, all those legends, Kevin Nash, everyone, right? So again, like I said, my GM mode is basically the best mode in the game because I get to learn every single thing what to do with my in my GM. In my universal mode is pretty simple, right? It's you pick a superstar and you build up you either build up your rivalry, you build up your storyline, and that storyline is going to take you where it takes you, right? You go transfer to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and go back to Raw. It's the whole gig. I'm gonna give you guys the whole rundown on Universal Mode, My GM Mode, and Showcase. Showcase is simple. You play as Rey Mysterio, and you unlock, excuse me, and you unlock rivalries that he had in the past. But I mean, Batista, JBL, Kane, Undertaker, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, you name it, right? Samoa Joe, you name it, and it continues to build up. So, like I said, it's always gonna build up from here now, And I have the video already right here. I'm gonna make the video soon. I'm gonna be talking about more videos upcoming. So by the title, it says upcoming videos, news, announcement, changes. The changes about my videos is gonna be it's gonna be half WWE, half gameplays. Maybe talking about games, maybe talking about games like WWE, NHL, any sort of games on the PS4 or 5 or whatever console you guys play on. And yeah, so I just did a video well, I video myself. I did a TikTok video when I was at the Raw show in here in Canada, and it was good. You had that little build up, that whole storyline. I'm gonna give you guys my update on SmackDown, right? So I think SmackDown was good and building up between Sami Zayn and still doesn't have an answer on what's gonna happen with Sami Zayn. But that whole build up between Sami, Jamie, and Jay is just crazy. And it's like expanding the fact that Jimmy would accept his apology, but I think what's gonna happen, the bloodline are gonna fall apart, and I can see it happen. I can see Jimmy turning his back on Jay, and then you know potentially see a Jay versus Jimmy at WrestleMania, or it will be the reverse. It will be the opposite, where you see Sami Zayn and someone versus the Usos for the undisputed tag team championship at WrestleMania. everything is building up to go to it's everything is focused on WrestleMania. It's the build up to the road of WrestleMania. So here we are, months later after the Elimination Chamber, after SmackDown in Montreal, Canada. It was built up to WrestleMania, and every show that they're gonna do is the build to the road to WrestleMania. Till WrestleMania finally gets here. It's WrestleMania week. There's gonna be a lot of good storylines. There's gonna be a lot of good feuds. It's the whole new feud between Cody, and I think it's gonna happen where they finally come face to face. Cody and Roman comes face to face somehow. I don't know if it's gonna be on Raw. I don't know if it's gonna be on SmackDown. We just don't know when that's gonna happen when he comes face to face. But now, they have another situation behind. The Bloodline have another situation. Is that KO problem? It's either the KO problem, Sami Zayn problem, you know, downfall with the whole situation that happened at Royal Rumble. We don't know it. And what's crazy to me is that at the Royal Rumble, Sami turned his back on Roman, and then Sami Zayn faced Roman at the Elimination Chamber. So it made it more obvious. It made it more good. But that continuing building up that storyline between Sami, Roman, and the Bloodline just combined together, and it's like, wow. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I could say this right now. Okay, there's gonna two options right now, and one of the options that I have, it could be Roman versus it could someone's going to turn on Roman. Somebody's going to turn their backs on Roman, or they're going to change up the whole storyline with the bloodline segment, and just make it as, his solo duo. There's not as much things to say about the bloodline right now, because the bloodline is the hot spot right now, and Sami Zayn and Jay and Jimmy, we don't know what's gonna happen. If Jay's gonna not gonna come back to the bloodline, it's gonna make more sense, right? So we don't know. And by the looks of it, yesterday it seems like they were staring down each other, eyes to eyes, Jay and Sammy. So maybe they're gonna build up another storyline, but or they're gonna focus on Sammy and Jay storyline and then building up to take down the bloodline. That could be a possibility too. So I don't know. The bloodline has been heated up since Royal Rumble, since the Elimination Chamber, since everything that just happens to be with the bloodline. And I can't wait to see what the bloodline have to give us. Roman Reigns returns next week on Friday Night SmackDown. That's gonna be huge, right? And then you have Lita and Becky Lynch, aiming to grab those Raw Tag Team Championship off Damage Controls. It's gonna be nuts. It's a whole nuts. It's building up to the fact that it's building up to the one place, the biggest place in them all, Hollywood. And what's in Hollywood? Everything goes big in Hollywood. WrestleMania is gonna be in Hollywood, Los Angeles, and it's gonna be at the SoFi Arena. It's gonna be sick. But everything is built up as the storyline, as the feud. I don't know if Logan Paul is gonna face Seth Rollins. God knows what's gonna happen, but it's just the built up right now. It's not something that you say, "Oh, like I'm gonna," you know. It's the built up. So, like I said, Sami Zayn versus the Usos at some point, that could possibly happen. Now you have Kevin Owens twist the storyline with Sami Zayn, and then you have Sami Zayn calling out Kevin Owens on Raw, and then Kevin Owens walk out on Sami Zayn like that. There's so many questions to be asked right now, and that only question could be answered at SmackDown when Roman Reigns return and conduct business with the Usos. So, is he gonna handle Jay? You don't know. Jimmy didn't handle him. He came out of the arena. He showed up. Jay showed up, but Jimmy did not handle Jay. So now my question is Roman Reigns gonna handle Jay? Like, is he gonna beat him up? Is there gonna fumble a storyline between the bloodline? I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Big Dog is returning to SmackDown. He was out. I don't know if he was injured, but that's the thing, right? When you're a 900 days reign as championship, you take your days off, right? I think there was a media announcement that after the Elimination Chamber, he was gonna take a little break off TV. So I think he did that. So I think he took a little break off SmackDown for a bit before actually showing up. And I think that whole, Sami Zayn yesterday, the segment between Sami and Jimmy and Jay, amazing, amazing, amazingly done. And I think Sami Zayn is looking for answers. Jimmy is looking for answers from his brother Jay. Listen, the Usos are a hot spot right now. You can't say they're in a hot seat right now. The bloodline is the hot seat right now. You can't say anything. Bray Wyatt brings back the fairy house yesterday. I don't know if he called out Bobby Lashley. I don't know if that's gonna build up a feud between Bray Wyatt and Bobby Lashley. It could potentially happen, but if it does, then it does. And then Bobby versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Simple as that. You know what I mean? If the feud continues with Bobby and Bray, WrestleMania is gonna be the one shot that ends it all. I thought the Fiend was gonna come back, but I guess not. I think Bray Wyatt has a new look on him, and when Bray Wyatt has a new look on him, that means he has a mask on him. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'm gonna restart the live. I'm gonna be talking about the whole situation between the bloodline and give you guys a little rundown on why I'm talking about the bloodline and how did it all started, how all the situation feud, all the storyline started between the bloodline and yeah. So I'm gonna be talking about Raw 30. That's where it started. Sami Zayn giving the court thing, and we talking about Raw 30. I'm gonna talking about the whole bloodline situation. Give you guys a little details on what's happening with the bloodline right now. Um, yeah. So stay tuned. Love you guys. Peace.